What's up, guys? How you doing? Happy Saturday. So the sole purpose of this vlog, who are wanting to compete, to inform those who are needing information and needing behind the scene information on what they need and what certain steps they need to take to be able to compete. So that's the sole purpose of this video. So first thing you'll need is to close this door. So first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to have to look at yourself in the mirror and you're going to say, okay, by my current physique and the way I look, I'm going to need roughly 12 weeks, or I'm going to need 24 weeks, or I'm just going to need 8 weeks. And this is your base point where you're going to say, okay, I see there is a show in 8 weeks, I'm going to prep for that. Or you see, hey, maybe I'm not ready, maybe I need to do a 12-week bulk, put on some size, and then I can look at cutting down for a particular show. So once you've got a date and a time and a certain show established, that's when you need to go on to tip number 2, which is finding a coach. You can either try do it yourself, but I would definitely recommend finding a coach. And I'll put my coach Jack Lotter's link in the description below. Great coach, he helped me prep for World. So this is what I looked like when I prepped myself, but this was 4 years ago in matric over here, and then over here is when Jack prepped me for World. So it is a 3-year difference, and there was bulking twice that went on in between that, and there was a lot of variables that came to play. Unfortunately, I didn't place in that last show. However, I learned more through that one show than I did through the 4 other shows I'd done before that. Right, so you've established, you found yourself a coach, you maybe have decided to do it yourself, you looked online on certain diets and certain stances that you need to take to diet down for a show, and you've seen the approaches that worked for you previously and you're going to follow those that work for you, or obviously you're going to abide by the rules that your coach gives you. So obviously if you have a coach, they are going to help you with your diet and they are going to guide you with the training and the posing and all of that sense. So definitely it is preferable to get yourself a coach. But now if you haven't got yourself a coach, you're going to need to follow these certain steps. Depending how many weeks out you are, anything from 12 to even 4 weeks, you can approach a carb cycling diet. So what I was doing for my show, Monday, Tuesday, moderate carbs, Wednesday, high carbs, Friday, Thursday, moderate carbs, Friday, high carb day. So what I did was on legs and back day was always the high carb days. And on my rest days, it's always the decarb days. So I rested twice a week, so 2 decarb days a week and 2 high carb days a week. And obviously the rest are moderate carb days. Moderate carb days for me was anything from 250 grams to 300 grams of carbs. High carb day was a nice, good 800 grams of carbs. And low carb days was about 80 grams of carbs. And obviously I'm very sedentary on these days of low carbs. Barely doing any activity, I'm just sitting down, resting, maybe a little bit of active recovery, walking the dog, stretching, but doing very little on these days of 0 carbs as to preserve as much muscle. So you got your diet on point, you got your training on point, obviously cardio relatively frequently, 5 days a week, 45 minutes to an hour. So this all depends on what you look like and the amount of carbs you're eating. If you want to eat more, you're going to do more cardio. If you are happy eating less, you can do less cardio. It's all calories in and calories out at the end of the day. So coming up to your show, close up, you need to be practicing your posing maybe literally twice a week. From 8 weeks out, you're practicing twice a week, maybe on your rest days that you go into the gym, into the studio, anywhere where you can have a mirror facing you and you can practice your posing. An environment where no one's going to bother you and you can just focus properly on that particular routine that you're going to perform on the day of your show. This will prime your muscles to be more ready. This will help your conditioning. It will make you not sweat on stage, and sweating on stage is a big no-no because the judges can see that you haven't been practicing your posing. And if you're sweating on stage, they're going to mark you down and they're going to prefer someone who is straining less, looking more relaxed, however still bringing out the muscles as much as possible. So that's another thing. with posing, you need to find a good posing coach. You need to maybe look on YouTube on your routines, on certain ways that are effective for bodybuilders, fitness models, whatever you're going to do, men's physique. Watch Jeremy Bondias, watch Jeff Side, watch all the famous guys, Steve Cook, watch all of their videos on posing, and just get to know your routine so that on the day there's no reason for it not to be perfect. And for a tan for the show, you definitely should try and book a lady, a guy, whoever, to do the tan pretty much the night before and on the day, because there's nothing worse than having to do the tan yourself and stressing, getting someone to come over, do the tan for you. I wouldn't prefer that. I'd rather just have zero stress, get to the show, know that the tan is going to be there. It's going to be a perfect tan. You're going to be happy with the tan. It's going to be competition standard tan, and there's not going to be any complications towards that, and it just adds less stress. So hopefully this has been slightly insightful. If you have any more questions, drop them below and I'll try address them in another video. Thank you so much for watching.